Step into a world of heart-pounding shark encounters with our collection of stories. These tales are exciting and make you feel like you're in the middle of the action. Imagine swimming in the ocean and coming face to face with a shark. It's a mix of fear and excitement. So get ready to dive into incredible adventures under the sea where every moment is filled with suspense and awe. These tales are sure to keep you captivated from start to finish. In the serene expanse of Neptune Islands, South Australia, renowned for its crystal-clear waters and a haven for marine enthusiasts, the adventure of Laura Bennett, an avid kayaker with years of experience, unfolds. With her spirit for solitude and nature, Laura embarked on a journey to explore the untouched beauty of this coastal paradise, seeking the tranquility only the sea could offer. Laura set off from a secluded beach on a bright and sunny morning with the gentle hum of the sea breeze. Her kayak, a sleek vessel named Aurora, glided effortlessly over the calm waters, its bright yellow hue standing out against the ocean's deep blue. Laura paddled with rhythmic strokes, her heart filled with anticipation for the day's exploration. As she ventured further from the shore, the landscape transformed. The calm bays gave way to open waters, and the coastline's rugged beauty became more pronounced. Laura marveled at the sight of distant cliffs, their formations a testament to nature's artistry. She felt a deep connection to the sea, its vastness reminding her of the endless possibilities ahead. The Neptune Islands, known for their rich marine life, promised an encounter with nature in its rawest form. Laura hoped to catch a glimpse of the playful dolphins or the majestic seals that frequented these waters. Her kayak bobbed gently on the waves, a speck in the vast ocean, as she made her way to a spot known among locals for its underwater spectacle. As the sun climbed higher, the sea's colors shifted, shades of blue and green mingling in a mesmerizing dance. Laura found herself in a part of the ocean she hadn't explored before, a feeding ground teeming with life. Schools of fish darted beneath her kayak, their silver bodies shimmering in the sunlight. Engrossed in the beauty beneath the surface, Laura failed to notice the shift in the atmosphere. The water around her seemed to stir, a subtle change that hinted at the presence of something much larger. Then she saw a shadow looming beneath the surface, its size and shape unmistakable. A great white shark, curious and majestic, glided silently through the water. Its appearance was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Laura's heart raced as she realized the gravity of her situation. She was in the shark's domain, an uninvited guest in the feeding ground of one of nature's most formidable predators. The shark circled, its movements graceful yet deliberate. Laura knew she needed to remain calm. Her experience on the water had taught her that panic could lead to disaster. She kept her movements steady, avoiding sudden splashes that might attract unwanted attention. As the shark made another pass, closer this time, Laura's mind raced. She needed a plan, a way to navigate this encounter and return to the safety of the shore. While not showing immediate aggression, the shark was a wild card in the vast ocean. The standoff continued, each moment stretching into eternity. Laura's resolve was tested as she balanced the urge to flee with the need to maintain a delicate peace with the great white. As the sun's rays, filtering through the water, cast an ethereal glow on the tense scene, Laura Bennett knew the time for passive observation had passed. Her heart pounded, not just from fear but from a surge of adrenaline that demanded action. The great white shark, a magnificent yet daunting presence, continued its curious circling, bringing the reality of the wild ocean into sharp focus. Laura's mind raced through her options. Fleeing directly to shore could provoke the shark into seeing her as prey, triggering a chase she was unlikely to win. Yet staying still for too long wasn't a viable option either. She needed a strategy that leveraged her skills and the kayak's capabilities without inciting the shark. Drawing from her deep well of kayaking experience, Laura decided to create a gentle, rhythmic disturbance in the water with her paddle, mimicking the sound of fish movements rather than the frantic splashing of prey. She hoped this would pique the shark's curiosity without triggering its predatory instincts. Laura noticed the shark's circling pattern change as she executed her plan. It responded more to the rhythm than to her presence. Seizing this opportunity, Laura began to paddle slowly but with purpose, keeping her strokes smooth and even, guiding the kayak parallel to the shoreline. The minutes stretched on, each paddle stroke a calculated risk. Laura kept her eyes on the horizon, focusing on the outline of the distant cliffs as a beacon of hope. The shark, still in proximity, seemed less interested in her and more in the disturbance she created with her paddle. Gradually, the distance between Laura and the shoreline decreased. The shark, perhaps satisfied with its investigation or distracted by other stimuli, slowly veered away, disappearing into the ocean's depths. Laura's relief was palpable, but she didn't allow herself to relax. She continued her steady pace, mindful of the ocean's unpredictable nature, until the beach finally appeared. As Laura's kayak touched the sandy shore, she allowed herself a moment to absorb the gravity of her experience. The encounter with the great white shark was a stark reminder of the respect the ocean demands and the fine line between adventure and peril. She felt a newfound appreciation for the delicate balance of marine life and the importance of understanding the environments we choose to explore. Laura's encounter with the great white shark became a defining moment. With their stunning landscapes and thrilling wildlife encounters, the Neptune Islands remained a cherished destination, but Laura's approach to exploring them had evolved. She now kayaked with an even more profound sense of responsibility, not just for her safety, but for preserving the natural beauty that had drawn her to these waters in the first place. In the end, Laura's story wasn't just about a close encounter with one of the ocean's most formidable predators. It was a testament to the human spirit's resilience and the profound connections we can have with the natural world when we approach it with respect and humility. In the early hours of a misty morning at New Smyrna Beach, Florida, 16-year-old Tyler Johnson prepared for a day of surfing. Known for its lively surf culture, this stretch of coastline was a magnet for wave enthusiasts like Tyler. Despite his young age, Tyler had developed a deep connection with the sea, finding solace and exhilaration in the rhythm of the waves. On this particular morning, Tyler was especially eager. A recent storm had passed, promising exceptional waves, a surfer's dream. Clutching his cherished surfboard, a sleek design painted with vibrant streaks of blue and green, Tyler made his way to the water's edge, his footsteps leaving a trail in the soft sand. As he paddled out, the first light of dawn painted the sky in hues of orange and pink, reflecting off the water's surface and creating a scene of tranquil beauty. Tyler's heart raced with anticipation as he positioned himself, waiting for the perfect wave to ride. The ocean, however, held secrets beneath its serene surface. Unknown to Tyler and the few early surfers dotting the water, a bull shark, drawn by the remnants of fishing activity from the previous night, was navigating the shallows. Bull sharks, known for their adaptability to salt and fresh water, occasionally ventured close to shore, their presence unbeknownst to the surfers above. As Tyler caught his first wave, the thrill of the ride consumed him. He moved with the wave, a seamless part of the ocean's ebb and flow. The early morning crowd cheered from the shore, a distant sound amid the roar of the water. Meanwhile, the bull shark, lurking in the murky waters, mistook the silhouette of Tyler's surfboard for the fish it often preyed upon. Its instincts honed over millions of years, the shark moved closer, its curiosity piqued by the unusual shape and movement above. Oblivious to the danger lurking beneath, Tyler paddled back out after his successful ride, his mind focused on the next wave. The tranquility of the morning, combined with the exhilaration of surfing, created a sense of peace and invincibility. As he waited for another wave, the shark, intrigued by Tyler's board's consistent movement, decided to investigate. The water around Tyler suddenly felt different, an unexplained tension filling the air. A shadow passed beneath him, too quick to discern its origin. The beach's natural beauty, with its golden sands and the sun now fully risen, offered no hint of the drama unfolding offshore. Sensing the water's rhythm shift, Tyler scanned the surface but saw nothing. The moment of calm was shattered when the shark, driven by instinct, swiftly moved towards Tyler's board. The sudden turbulence jolted him, a stark reminder of the ocean's unpredictable nature. Tyler's heart pounded, his mind racing to comprehend the situation as he caught a glimpse of the shark's dorsal fin slicing through the water. The struggle for survival began in earnest. Tyler knew he had to keep his composure to navigate this life-threatening predicament. The shark, mistaking his board for prey, was relentless, its powerful movements causing water to churn violently around him. As the powerful movements of the shark caused the water around him to churn violently, Tyler's instincts kicked in. He remembered the countless stories and advice from seasoned surfers about staying calm during a shark encounter. The vast, open waters of New Smyrna Beach, usually a surfer's sanctuary, had suddenly become the stage for a life-or-death dance between man and nature. Tyler fought to keep his balance on the surfboard, knowing that falling into the water could increase the risk of the shark mistaking him for prey. His mind raced for a solution, and he recalled a technique he had learned to make himself appear larger and more intimidating to the shark. With deliberate movements, Tyler stretched out his arms and started to slap the water surface, creating a commotion that he hoped would deter the shark. The bull shark, curious and perhaps confused by Tyler's actions, circled, its sleek, powerful form visible beneath the water's surface. Now aware of the situation, the early morning surfers began to paddle towards the shore, their movements cautious to avoid attracting the shark's attention. From the beach, alarmed onlookers gathered, their concern evident as they watched the unfolding drama. Tyler's heart pounded in his chest as he made himself seem as large as possible, keeping his eyes on the shark. The moments felt like hours, each second a test of his courage and resolve. After an eternity, the shark began to lose interest, its attention drawn away by a school of fish darting through the waves. Seizing the moment, Tyler slowly paddled towards the shore, his movements measured and steady to avoid provoking the shark. The safety distance seemed immense, but with each stroke, he moved closer to the sandy beach and away from the lurking danger. As Tyler reached the shallows, a wave of relief washed over him. His legs trembled as he stood up, dragging his surfboard onto the beach. The crowd erupted into cheers and applause, relieved and amazed by his safe return. Tyler's ordeal became a testament to the unpredictable nature of the ocean and the creatures that inhabit it. The encounter with the bull shark, a reminder of the respect and caution the sea demands, left an indelible mark on his psyche. Though shaken, Tyler's passion for surfing remained unbroken, but his respect for the ocean's power and inhabitants deepened. Tyler's story spread through the community in the following days, serving as a cautionary tale and a lesson in survival. He became an advocate for shark awareness, sharing his experience to educate others about the importance of understanding marine life and the need for coexistence with the ocean's creatures. Tyler's brush with the bull shark at New Smyrna Beach didn't deter him from returning to the waves. However, he now surfed with heightened awareness and renewed humility towards the vast, mysterious ocean. His encounter, a stark reminder of the delicate balance between humans and nature, echoed in his mind with each paddle, each wave, and each sunrise that greeted him at the shore. In the vibrant and teeming waters of the Great Barrier Reef, Australia, Dr. Emily Harris, a dedicated marine biologist in her early 30s, embarked on a dive that would immerse her in the heart of one of the world's most magnificent underwater ecosystems. With her keen interest in coral conservation and marine life, Emily sought to study the intricate relationships that sustained this natural wonder. Armed with her waterproof notebook and camera, Emily descended into the clear, azure waters early one morning. The sun's rays filtered through the water, illuminating the reef's myriad colors and casting a serene glow on the underwater world. As she swam past schools of brightly colored fish and over vibrant coral formations, Emily was in her element, meticulously documenting her observations and capturing the reef's beauty. The Great Barrier Reef, a kaleidoscope of life, offered an ever-changing biodiversity landscape. Emily navigated through the coral gardens, her movements graceful and respectful of the fragile environment around her. Her focus was on the health of the coral, noting areas of bleaching and regrowth, vital signs of the reef's struggle and resilience. As she ventured further, Emily entered a less explored part of the reef, where the waters grew deeper and the marine life more elusive. It was here that she hoped to gather data on the less observed species, contributing to her ongoing research on the ecosystem's dynamics. The tranquility of the dive was suddenly interrupted when a shadow loomed in the periphery of Emily's vision. Turning slowly, she came face to face with a tiger shark, its distinctive stripes unmistakable against the blue backdrop. Tiger sharks, known for their curiosity towards divers, were not uncommon in these waters, but their presence was always a reminder of the wild and unpredictable nature of the sea. Emily's heart skipped a beat as the shark circled her, its movements deliberate and inquisitive. She knew staying calm was crucial. Sudden movements could be interpreted as a sign of distress or provocation, potentially triggering the shark's predatory instincts. Emily maintained her composure by recalling her training and encounters with marine life. She knew eye contact with sharks could sometimes deter them, showing she was aware and not prey. She kept her eyes on the shark, moving slowly to keep it in her field of vision without making sudden or threatening gestures. The shark, seemingly satisfied with its assessment, continued to circle, maintaining a safe distance but keeping a watchful eye on Emily. She took slow, measured breaths through her regulator, mindful of every movement, every bubble that escaped towards the surface. As the minutes passed, the tension in the water was palpable. Emily needed to ascend to the surface, but too quickly or abruptly could provoke the shark. She had to balance her safety with a need to respect the creature's space, all while capturing this rare encounter on her camera, evidence of the delicate balance between humans and nature in this underwater paradise. The standoff between Emily and the tiger shark, a formidable and majestic creature, unfolded with a silent intensity beneath the waves of the Great Barrier Reef. Aware of the depth and the decompression stops required for a safe ascent, Emily began to plan her return to the surface with utmost care. Her experience as a marine biologist had taught her the importance of gradual movements in the aquatic realm, especially in the presence of predators. The shark, its sleek body gliding effortlessly through the water, seemed to mirror Emily's cautious movements. While keeping her gaze fixed on the shark, Emily slowly positioned her camera to document the encounter. The images she captured would add to her research and be a powerful reminder of her work's raw beauty and inherent risks. As the minutes ticked by, Emily initiated her ascent, ascending slowly to avoid alarming the shark. Her eyes remained locked on the creature, even as she carefully monitored her dive computer, adhering to the necessary safety protocols. The tiger shark, perhaps sensing her intention to leave, continued to circle at a distance, its curiosity not yet satisfied. The water around them seemed to pulse with the life of the reef, the vibrant colors and movements of other marine inhabitants creating a mesmerizing backdrop to their encounter. Emily's heart, though still racing, was filled with a profound sense of awe and humility. She was a visitor in the depths of one of the planet's most extraordinary ecosystems, witnessing the complex interplay of life that thrived beneath the waves. As Emily reached her first decompression stop, she hovered, allowing her body to adjust. The shark, its interest seemingly waning, gave her one final, lingering look before turning away and disappearing into the blue expanse. Emily watched it go, a mix of relief and disappointment coursing through her. On the surface, Emily's colleagues awaited her return, their anxious faces breaking into smiles of relief as she emerged from the water. As she recounted her encounter, her respect for the tiger shark and the lessons it reaffirmed about coexistence and respect in the natural world became evident. Her story, punctuated by the stunning photographs she had taken, underscored the importance of her work and the need to protect these magnificent creatures and their habitats. In the following days, Emily's encounter with the tiger shark became a focal point of her research presentations. She spoke of the need for conservation, the beauty of the underwater world, and the delicate balance between humans and marine life. Her experience, a close call that ended in mutual respect, served as a poignant reminder of the wonders and dangers of the deep. The Great Barrier Reef, with its endless mysteries and breathtaking beauty, had once again proven to be a place of learning and discovery. For Emily, the encounter reaffirmed her commitment to marine conservation, a vivid illustration of the challenges and rewards of exploring the uncharted territories of the ocean. Her close call with the tiger shark, far from deterring her, only deepened her resolve to protect these waters and their inhabitants, ensuring that future generations would have the opportunity to witness the marvels of the deep, just as she had. Off the rugged coast of Baja California, Mexico, where the Pacific Ocean meets the Sea of Cortez, Jorge Alvarez set out in his modest fishing boat, El Guerrero. Jorge was a seasoned fisherman at 65, his life intertwined with the sea's ebb and flow. His weathered hands and sun-kissed skin bore witness to decades spent navigating these waters, where he had learned to read the ocean's moods like the pages of an open book. On this particular morning, the sea was calm, its surface mirroring the vast expanse of the sky above. Jorge had a feeling in his bones that it would be a good day for fishing. He had set his course towards a spot known among local fishermen for its abundance of game fish, a place where the ocean teemed with life just beneath the waves. As El Guerrero hummed along, Jorge prepared his gear with practiced ease, casting his line into the deep blue waters. Fishing was more than a livelihood for him. It was a connection to generations past, a tradition, and a way of life that he held dear. The sun climbed higher, casting a golden glow over the water. Jorge waited patiently, his experienced eyes scanning the horizon, his mind at peace with the world around him. It wasn't long before he felt a tug on his line, a sign that he had hooked something substantial. The reel screamed as the fish fought, its strength evident in the forceful pulls that threatened to drag the rod from Jorge's grasp. With a steady hand and a calm demeanor, Jorge worked to reel in his catch, his heart racing with the thrill of the challenge. He lived for this moment, the battle of wits and strength between man and nature. As the struggle continued, a dark shape caught Jorge's eye, cutting through the water with incredible speed. A mako shark, one of the ocean's fastest and most formidable predators, had been attracted by the commotion. The shark's sleek form and sharp teeth made it a fearsome sight, its presence adding an unexpected twist to Jorge's fishing expedition. The mako shark, drawn by the prospect of an easy meal, zeroed in on Jorge's catch, its movements quick and decisive. Jorge watched in awe and apprehension as the predator circled, its intent clear. The situation had escalated quickly, the serene morning giving way to a tense standoff between the fisherman, his catch, and the encroaching shark. Jorge knew he had to act fast. The shark posed a significant threat, not just to his catch, but to him and El Guerrero. Mako sharks were known for their aggressive behavior, and a confrontation could quickly end in disaster. With the shark closing in, Jorge weighed his options. Releasing the fish could save him from a dangerous encounter, but it went against every instinct he had as a fisherman. The sea was his life. Every catch was a testament to his skill and perseverance. As the mako shark made its move, Jorge's resolve was put to the test. The chaos on the boat, with the thrashing fish and the looming predator, created a situation fraught with peril. Jorge stood at the precipice, the outcome of this trial by sea hanging in the balance. The suspense of what would happen next held the air in a tight grip, a moment of uncertainty in the vast and unpredictable waters off Baja California. As the mako shark approached aggressively, Jorge's years of experience on the sea kicked into instinctual overdrive. The fish on his line, a formidable opponent in its own right, suddenly seemed like a minor challenge compared to the razor-sharp teeth and raw power of the approaching predator. Jorge understood the stakes. It was not just about the catch anymore, but his safety and that of El Guerrero. Jorge decided in a moment of clarity amidst the brewing storm of fins and waves. He loosened the tension on his fishing line swiftly, giving the caught fish some slack, hoping it might give the shark a less static target. His plan was risky, potentially costing him his prized catch. Still, it was a calculated move to redirect the shark's attention, and possibly save both the catch and himself from becoming casualties of the sea. The mako, intrigued by the sudden change in the fish's movements, darted towards the now erratically moving target. Jorge watched with bated breath as the shark took the bait and went after the fish with renewed vigor. The ocean erupted into a spectacle of nature's raw dance, the predator and the prey in a fight for survival, with Jorge as the unwilling conductor of this aquatic symphony. In the chaos, the line snapped, and Jorge's heart sank as he watched his catch disappear into the depths with the shark in hot pursuit. The loss of the fish stung, but the immediate threat to his safety had subsided, leaving Jorge to navigate the waves of relief and disappointment washing over him. The sea calmed as the mako shark vanished into the blue, taking the moment's intensity. Jorge sat back, taking stock of the situation. El Guerrero had weathered the encounter, and apart from the loss of his catch and a frayed fishing line, all was intact. The sun still hung high, casting a serene light over the water as if the ocean wanted to make amends for its earlier treachery. As the resilient seafarer, Jorge continued his day on the water. The ocean was his home, and he knew that days like these were part of the pact he had made with the sea long ago. With a new line in place, he cast again into the vast expanse, his spirit unbroken, his respect for the ocean deepened by the day's events. As El Guerrero made its way back to shore later that day, The setting sun painted the sky in hues of orange and purple. Jorge reflected on the day's trial, a story of survival and the ever-present dance between man and the sea. He thought of the mako shark as part of the ocean's tapestry as he was, and felt a kinship with the predator that had tested his resolve. Back on land, Jorge's tale of the encounter spread among the local fishermen, a story of respect for the ocean's inhabitants and the unpredictable nature of the sea. It served as a reminder of the delicate balance between man and nature, which Jorge had navigated with skill and wisdom. As night fell on Baja California, Jorge looked out over the water, the stars reflecting off the calm sea. The day's events reaffirmed his connection to the ocean, a bond forged through years of challenges and triumphs. The trial he faced was a testament to his enduring spirit, a narrative of resilience that would be woven into the fabric of his seafaring legacy. In the dance of the fisherman and the sea, Jorge Alvarez had once again found harmony in the face of nature's unpredictable rhythm. In the sun-drenched waters of the Florida Keys, a group of high school seniors gathered to celebrate the end of their final exams. Among them was 17-year-old Mia Thompson, an adventurous and spirited teenager with a love for the ocean. The beach party, set against the backdrop of turquoise waters and swaying palms, was the perfect setting for their celebration. Mia and her friends enjoyed the sun's warmth and the sea's cool embrace as the day unfolded. Laughter and music filled the air, mingling with waves lapping gently against the shore. The mood was light, the horizon endless, and the day represented freedom and the joy of youth for a group of friends on the cusp of adulthood. Drawn by the allure of the clear waters, Mia decided to go for a swim. She was a strong swimmer, confident in her abilities, and the ocean felt like a second home. As she swam, Mia became enveloped in the tranquility of her surroundings, the sun's rays piercing the water's surface, creating patterns of light that danced around her. Gradually, Mia drifted away from the shore, lost in her thoughts and the serene beauty of the sea. She didn't notice how far she had gone until the sounds of her friends' laughter grew distant. It was then that she realized she had swum deeper than intended. Unbeknownst to Mia, the area she had ventured into was known among the local lifeguards for its underwater fauna, including various marine life that often sought refuge in the seagrass beds below. Among these creatures was a nurse shark, typically docile and uninterested in human activity. However, the shark was resting in the shallows, camouflaged against the sandy bottom, and Mia's unintentional intrusion was about to disturb its peace. As Mia admired the underwater world, her leg brushed against the shark, startling it. The nurse shark, in a rare instance of defensive behavior, reacted. Mia felt a sudden sharp pain in her leg and realized, to her horror, that she had been bitten. Panic set in as Mia struggled to comprehend what had happened. The pain was intense, and the sight of blood clouding the water around her sent her into a state of shock. She knew she needed to get back to shore, but the pain and fear clouded her judgment. Back at the beach party, one of Mia's friends noticed her absence and sounded the alarm. The festive atmosphere quickly turned tense as the group scanned the horizon for any sign of Mia. The lifeguards on duty sprang into action, their training kicking in as they prepared for a potential rescue operation. The minutes ticked by, each stretching out as the search for Mia intensified. The lifeguards launched their rescue boards into the water, their eyes searching for any disturbance indicating Mia's location. The partygoers watched in anxious anticipation, hoping for Mia's safe return. As the lifeguards neared where Mia had last been seen, they spotted a figure struggling in the water. It was Mia. Her movements labored as she tried to stay afloat despite her injury. The lifeguards reached her quickly, pulling her onto the rescue board with practiced efficiency. As they returned to shore, the gravity of the situation set in. Mia's injury, while not life-threatening, was severe, and she needed immediate medical attention. The beach, once a place of celebration, had become the backdrop for a stark reminder of nature's unpredictability and the thin line between adventure and adversity. The suspense of what lay ahead for Mia and the impact of this incident on her and her friends hung heavily in the air, a dramatic turn in what had been a day of carefree joy. As Mia was swiftly brought ashore, the lifeguards transitioned from rescue to medical mode, their actions smooth and coordinated. The crowd of teenagers, once buoyant with the high spirits of their beach party, now huddled together in concern, their eyes fixed on Mia. The sight of their friend, injured and in pain, brought a sobering reality to what had started as an idyllic day. The lead lifeguard, with years of experience under his belt, quickly assessed Mia's injury. He applied pressure to the wound to stem the bleeding and wrapped it with a sterile bandage from the first aid kit. Mia, still in shock from the attack and the sudden shift from joy to fear, trembled as the adrenaline began to wear off. Her friends, led by her best friend Jenna, gathered around, offering words of comfort and support. Jenna, who had known Mia since childhood, fought back tears as she held Mia's hand, trying to provide solace amidst the chaos. The lifeguards assured everyone that Mia was in stable condition but needed to be taken to the hospital for further treatment and possible stitches. The reality of the day's events settled in as the ambulance arrived. The beach party, once filled with youth's laughter and carefree energy, now bore the weight of an unexpected trial. The incident served as a poignant reminder of the respect the ocean demands, its beauty and allure matched by its power and unpredictability. Mia's friends rallied around her, their plans for the day forgotten, replaced by a collective concern for their friends' well-being. The ride to the hospital was quiet, each teenager lost in their thoughts, reflecting on the day's events and the fragility of their sense of invincibility. At the hospital, Mia was treated by medical professionals who commended the lifeguard's quick response and effective first aid. Though painful, the bite was not as severe as it could have been, and Mia was expected to recover fully. Her parents, alerted by Jenna, arrived at the hospital, their worry turning to relief as they learned of Mia's prognosis. The incident at the Florida Keys became a defining moment for Mia and her friends, a stark encounter with nature's raw force that would remain etched in their memories. It brought them closer, their bond strengthened by the shared experience of fear, support, and relief. The encounter was a life lesson for Mia in the unpredictable dance between humans and the natural world, a reminder of the respect and caution the majestic ocean deserves. On a bright and sunny morning, the Johnson family arrived at the bustling Destin Beach in Florida, eager to soak up the sun and enjoy the crystal-clear waters. Among them was 10-year-old Alex Johnson, an energetic and curious boy who loves adventure and the sea. As the family set up their spot on the warm, sandy beach, Alex wasted no time dashing towards the water, his laughter mingling with the sound of the waves. The beach was alive with families, children building sandcastles, and swimmers enjoying the refreshing ocean. With his small, colorful floaties, Alex waded into the shallow waters, splashing around and enjoying the freedom of the open sea. His parents, Sarah and Michael Johnson, kept a watchful eye on him from the shore, comforted by the presence of lifeguards and the safety flags indicating favorable swimming conditions. The beach was known for its family-friendly atmosphere and relatively safe waters, but it was also home to a diverse range of marine life, including the occasional blacktip shark. These sharks, known for their wariness of humans, rarely ventured close to shore, and incidents with swimmers were uncommon. As the morning progressed, the beach became more crowded, the sounds of joy and laughter filling the air. Unbeknownst to the beachgoers, a young blacktip shark, drawn by the commotion and perhaps mistaking the splashes for fish, ventured closer to the shallow waters where Alex was playing. The moment happened in an instant. Alex felt a sudden, sharp pain in his leg and let out a cry of shock and fear. The water around him clouded red, and he realized he had been bitten. Panic set in as he tried to understand what had happened, his mind racing with confusion and fear. Sarah and Michael's hearts sank on the shore as they heard Alex's cry. They rushed towards the water, their minds filled with dread. The lifeguards, trained for such emergencies, sprang into action, signaling swimmers to exit the water and rush to Alex's aid. They found him scared but brave as they reached Alex, trying to stay calm amidst the chaos. The bite, while frightening, appeared to be superficial, but it was essential to get Alex out of the water and provide the necessary first aid. Once a scene of idyllic summer fun, the beach turned into a flurry of activity as safety personnel worked to ensure Alex's well-being and reassure the concerned onlookers. The incident served as a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of the ocean and its inhabitants, even in the seemingly safe shallows of a popular beach resort. As Alex was carried back to the shore, The importance of beach safety and awareness of the marine environment became at the forefront of everyone's minds. The Johnson family's day at the beach had taken an unexpected turn, highlighting the delicate balance between enjoying the natural beauty of the ocean and respecting the creatures that call it home. The suspense of the situation and the concern for Alex's well-being hung heavily in the air, a pivotal moment in their family holiday at Destin Beach. Back on shore, the lifeguard swiftly administered first aid to Alex's leg, cleaning the wound and ensuring it was not severe. His parents, Sarah and Michael, huddled around him, their expressions a mix of relief and concern. Alex, his initial shock subsiding, clung to his parents, the reality of the encounter slowly sinking in. The beach's head lifeguard, a seasoned professional with years of experience, took a moment to educate the gathered crowd. He spoke about the nature of black-tip sharks, emphasizing their general aversion to humans and the rarity of such incidents. He highlighted the importance of remaining vigilant while enjoying the sea and adhering to safety guidelines, such as swimming in designated areas and avoiding the water at dawn and dusk when sharks are more likely to feed. As the crowd listened, a sense of calm returned to the beach. The Johnson family, particularly grateful for the lifeguard's swift response and care, thanked them profusely. Now more curious than scared, Alex listened intently, his fear replaced by a newfound respect for the ocean and its inhabitants. Determined not to let the incident mar their family trip, Sarah and Michael decided to turn the experience into a learning opportunity. They spent the rest of the day exploring the beach's educational centers, which offered insights into marine life and conservation efforts. Alex, his adventurous spirit undimmed, was captivated by the stories of the sea and its creatures, his encounter with the black-tip shark becoming a pivotal moment in his young life. As the day drew to a close and the sun dipped below the horizon, the Johnson family sat together on the beach, watching the waves gently roll in. The day's events had brought them closer, a reminder of the unpredictable beauty of nature and the strength of their family bond. The incident at Destin Beach became a story often retold in the Johnson household, not as a tale of fear but as one of resilience and understanding. Alex in particular would look back on that day as the moment his fascination with marine biology was sparked, a silver lining in an unexpected encounter. The beach slowly emptied as families packed up, the lifeguards made their final rounds, and the tranquil sounds of the evening sea whispered promises of new adventures. The Johnson family's holiday in the Florida Keys had been unforgettable, a blend of joy, surprise, and valuable lessons learned in the lap of nature. Their experience was a testament to respecting the ocean, a vast and wondrous world that demands our admiration and caution.